Hi everybody, I'm with Brook. Brook is a bit shy, so uh, he's kind of not hiding his face, but he's being very reserved this afternoon. Isn't that right, Brook? Okay. Brook, do you want to tell us what exactly you do?
Well, what I do is I basically make music videos, short films, and kind of street art, and kind of all meshed into one.
Okay.
So, I'm very peculiar in terms of I like, for some people, I like to do what's called a creative exchange and just kind of do stuff for them and not attach my name to it and just kind of let the art be art.
So are you doing a Banksy?
No, I'm nowhere. I'm nothing compared to Mr. Banksy. I don't know. I just feel like we live in a world where everybody's trying to, go look at me, look at my face, look at my features,
Yeah.
and unfortunately we live in that CCTV world where, I don't really follow that stream of thought because, I don't see color. It doesn't matter to me. I'm from Tottenham. I don't see color. I don't care. I want to be successful like everyone else, but at the same time, like I just like making art. Like that's my thing.
Okay.
And
How long have you been involved in art? Since you was a child, or?
actually, funnily enough, when I was a child, you could put anything in front of me, and I could recreate it. And my bag was at the time is I didn't like to use like pencils and paper. I like to use pen and paper.
Right.
I never used a pencil and paper, and it wasn't until like I think it was my final year in like what do you call it, grade school or A levels or whatever, where they made me use a pencil, and I didn't even like it then. It was my first time trying it, and I didn't like it. Because my
Okay.
whole life I've just been comfortable with pen and paper, and I just love the idea of if you make a mistake, you roll with it and you make it work, and you make really cool stuff. So for me, it's like I'm not a perfectionist. Like I'm an accidental on purpose type of person where I feel like the perfection is in the imperfection and the mistakes that you do in your art. Like obviously there's a fine line between that and laziness, but oftentimes I've kind of done music videos or shorts or films where I've just stumbled onto some really cool things and thought, raw, like that was a complete mistake. Like I didn't orchestrate or plan that, but you know what, that actually worked out really well.
Okay. Do you know when you close your eyes, do you think in pictures or do you think in words?
Funnily enough, I have, though the government may label me as what's called bipolar schizophrenic, um, as an artist, like my mind is always racing,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm not saying that I am these people or having a big head. That's not the case at all. But I can relate to certain people. Like for example, there's a story about Einstein who walked past his house literally for blocks on end because he was just stuck in his head in thought.
Mhm.
Now, with that being said, like I realized that from working in the corporate world for a short period of time and being, I guess, the kind of golden goose of my university before I was diagnosed with bipolar schizophrenia, that, for whatever reason, it just wasn't my bag. I just spent a short period working in Shell Corporate in Waterloo, and for some reason, it didn't make sense to me that I was the only one from Polytechnic that went there, and then by the end of it, I was managing and supervising everyone else who came from more privileged backgrounds and basically went to Russell groups. And I thought, this is odd, you know? Like surely I have a skill, but for whatever reason, it's just not marketable. Because after that was done and dusted, the fact of the matter is that I didn't go to Russell groups, so I didn't fit in.
Did you spend some time abroad? You have a lovely you have a hint of an American accent, which is quite delightful. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. Long story short, my father served for Her Majesty the Queen. So I'm a military boy, but I'm also an embassy brat because that's kind of where my mom comes from.
Sorry, that's where your mum comes from.
Yeah, well, well, my mom's European essentially.
All right.
And basically, before my dad went to the military, he played ball, football, soccer as they call it in America, but football,
Yeah.
which is what it really is.
Yeah.
Foot to ball.
What was it like spending your childhood in different countries? What does it feel like? It must be quite a magical experience, having a bit of this and a bit of that, going different places, and because it must make your worldview wider.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's a double-edged coin where on the one hand you're, you're kind of used to being the odd one in the crowd that creates interest, but at the same time, because you're constantly moving around, you don't build those deep bonds with people that perhaps some of the people may look at you like, oh, you're like the flavor of the week or the month or whatever, until they get bored of you.
Yeah.
And then when that's done, you realize, oh, right, like these people have long-standing relationships. And though some people may be viewed as like boring, but at the end of the day, they have real relationships, like real bonds. So it is a bit of a double-edged coin.
Right.
Like.
Have you heard? There's a term out there. It's called. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's called bidactyl, right? It means.
Can you come in?
Bidactyl.
Bidactyl.
Yeah, I find this really interesting.
Okay.
People who take on the accent of the location they're currently in. So
oh, like the colloquialisms and.
No, it's good, right? And I find it fascinating. I wonder how does this work? One, if you're in England, you sound English, and if you're in America, you sound American. Yeah, and it's not anything that they're doing consciously. It's just the way it is. They've got that ability. Yeah, and I think that's a real skill to be able to do that. Yeah. Do you think you have some of those qualities or not?
Yes and no. There's a part of me that wishes that I knew how to curl my tongue and kind of be accepted a bit more as kind of like British English or whichever, just local to people who don't already know me in the local area. But on the flip side of it, it is interesting that people find it difficult to truly put a finger on where exactly I am from, because most people initially will say American, but when they get to know me better, they go, oh, but I hear a bit of an Irish twang in there. Or
could be a little bit of the lilt.
See,
yeah?
when I say it, then it kicks in, doesn't
much.
it? Yeah. And then, because I've been around many different cultures, from South Africa to China, and I've never been on a vacation in my entire life. Like when I go to another country, I live there. I don't go on vacation. I don't go where everyone else goes. I don't do, no disrespect to the British thing, where it's kind of like you go to Ibiza, but essentially you live like you're in Britain in a warmer climate on a beach. You know what I mean? Like everywhere I've gone to, when I went to South Africa, I lived in the townships, and jammed with the people. When I went to America, I've been to the hood, where people get shot for, jacking people and whatnot, and I think if anything that I've taken from just traveling around in my worldview is that, we don't see color. Like, this is my personal opinion, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people disagree with me, but I feel like if you become a racist, it's stupidity, because you have no choice over which color, creed, culture, society that you're born into. You have no choice over that. We have no choice in terms of what color or skin or race or nationality we're born into. We have no choice.
No.
So for us to become racist, I feel like it's stupidity. It's just crazy. It's madness to me. But
okay.
That's kind of what I've learned from just
Back to Tottenham.
Oh,
yeah, if you don't mind yet. So no, it's okay. It's all very interesting. Yeah, found it interesting to listen to. But what is the name of your company here again?
It's Not For Sale Film Productions.
And what does Not For Sale Film Productions do?
To be honest, we provide the visuals and photography and kind of the visual arts in a digital kind of way. So it's kind of like, I guess, for YouTubers, weddings, birthdays, etc., or as I said, music videos, whatever genre you want it to be in. I'm not specific. And little shorts, movies, and things like that on a budget, basically.
Okay.
But I try to give above and beyond, what the budget entails.
So repeat your name of your company again, and tell us how we would contact you if we were ever interested in using your services.
Okay. It's Not For Sale. That's KNOT 4 SAIL Film Productions. There's a Facebook group page and an Instagram, but to be honest with you, I work mostly on a word of mouth and on that kind of basis. And
is there a telephone number or
yes,
anything?
actually there is.
Or even an email address in the meantime whilst you're looking for a telephone number?
Yeah, you can contact me on BROOK CHRISTIAN at iCloud.com. So Brook, B-R-O-O-K, Christian spelled like the religion at iCloud.com.
Okay.
In terms of a contact number, how often do you call yourself?
Not often.
Yeah. You know, innit?
Yeah. And when the customers do come in, you will take that mask off, won't you?
Obviously, yeah.
Good.
I will.
Not always wearing
I
it.
will.
Yeah.
It's a more friendly environment for those who know me. It's just, like I said, I don't.
Part of you's not for sale.
Yeah.
Not this afternoon. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah. You get it.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah, finally, my number is 07496 1094.
1094.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much, Brooke. Much appreciated, and see you soon.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye bye now.
Okay.
Bye bye.